Hello friends, welcome to Global Online Spardha Pariksha. So in this video, we are going to discuss about syllabus of paper 1 and paper 2 for your upcoming central teacher eligibility test 2022. So I believe you all are preparing for central TET 2022. So in this video, let us discuss the syllabus of paper 1 and paper 2 and also the pattern of paper examination. So here let us start with. So here we are from Global Online Spardha Pariksha. We have also introduced a full crash course for paper 1 and paper 2. So for paper 1 you will get complete theory lectures, complete MCQs lectures, and also you will receive mock tests plus complete syllabus notes you are receiving only at rupees 2000. So if you want to join this crash course, you can contact this number 8179138413. So just you can send a WhatsApp message or you can contact this number. And we are providing the same material for paper 2 also, complete theory lectures videos, complete MCQ lectures, mock tests, and complete notes only at rupees 2000. And friends, if you want to join for both the papers, paper 1 and paper 2, here also you'll get complete theory lectures, MCQs lectures, mock test, complete syllabus notes only at rupees 3000. So for this you can download Global Online app from the Play Store, and you can also contact this number. The number is displayed on the screen. So now, and also you can download this app for Global Online from Play Store for various examinations. So let us start with Central TET 2022 examination pattern. So as you all know, CTET will be conducted in two stages. Stage 1 is known as the paper 1. This is for the candidates who wants to teach for class 1 to class 5. And the second stage is known as the paper 2, and this is for the candidates who want to become a teacher for 6 to 8. So in this way, Central TET this is conducted in two phases, paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 1 is for the candidates who want to become teacher for class 1 to 5. Paper 2 is for class 6 to 8. And also and there will be 150 questions. All the questions are multiple choice questions. And remember, there is no negative marking in this examination. And coming to the paper 1, the difficulty level will be of the second stage, and paper 2, the difficulty level will be of the senior secondary stage. Then here when it comes to paper 1, means class 1 to class 5, the syllabus is divided into 5 sections. First one is child development and pedagogy, second one is language 1, and the language 2, then mathematics and environmental science. So these are the 5 sections in central teacher eligibility test paper 1. And in paper 2 there are 4 sections. The first one is child development and pedagogy, then language 1, then language 2, and the fourth section will be mathematics and science for science candidates, and social studies for arts candidates. So in this way, in paper 2 there are only 4 sections. So here the choice will be available between maths and science or social studies. So you can choose any one. So if you are from arts background, you will choose social studies. If you are from science background, you will choose maths and science. And here let us see some highlights here. This examination is conducted by CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education, and here the duration of the examination is 2.5 hours. Language, it will be conducted in 20 languages. Then exam date will be informed soon. Then here maximum marks are 150, and here all the questions will be multiple choice questions. The mode of exam will be online. Then the marking scheme is 1 mark for each correct answer, and there is no negative marking for wrong answers. Yes, let us see the syllabus for paper 1. So, CTET syllabus 2022 for paper 1. So, paper 1 is concerned with class 1 to class 5. So, if you want to become a teacher for class 1 to class 5, so you have to clear paper 1. So, here paper 1 is divided into 5 sections. The first one is child development and pedagogy. Second one is class language 1, language 2, mathematics and science, and the last one is environmental studies. So let us see in detail syllabus of first one, that is child development and pedagogy. This is the first section in paper 1. So here in detail we will discuss here, and the same will apply for paper 2 also. So here the paper 1, child development and pedagogy. Here we will study about concept of development and its relationship with learning. So here we will study about the meaning of child psychology. Yes, how the child development is going to take place, what is the relationship of child psychology and the learning, how the students are going to learn. So in this way here we are going to study the relationship between child psychology and learning. Then here we will study about principles of the development of children. Yes, there are various principles are there in the development process. So all those principles we must study here. And influence of heredity and environment. There are various factors which are going to determine the developmental process, such as heredity, environment. There's so many other factors are also there. So all these influencing factors we are going to study here. Then you will study about socialization process, especially in the world, children, teacher, parents, peers. So how the children are going to behave with their peers, teachers, parents. So all this socialization process we need to study here. Then here we are going to study the theories given by Piaget theory, Kohlberg and Vygotsky. So all these theories we will study. Then concept of child centered and progressive education. Yes, what is the difference between child centered education and progressive education? Yes, these two concepts also we will study in child development and pedagogy. Then critical perspective of the construct of intelligence. Yes, this will also study here, is critical perspective of the construct of intelligence. Then multi-dimensional intelligence, language and thought. Yes, these are the various units we are going to study in child development section. And there are also some other concept. First one is gender as a social construct. Here we will study about gender role. Yes, how each gender is going to behave in the society. Yes, what do you mean by gender bias, and also what are the educational practices. Then individual differences. Yes, we will see individual differences in class among the learners. Yes, all the learners are not same. Yes, each learner's speed level of the speed is different. Yes, there are so many other things which are differ from the others. So all these differences we must study here. And understanding differences based on diversity of language, caste, gender, community, religion. Yes, all these concepts we are going to study in child development and pedagogy. Then the next unit is the distinction between assessment for learning and assessment of learning. Yes, the difference between assessment of learning and assessment for learning. The differences we are going to study here. And here we will also study about school based assessment, continuous and comprehensive evaluation, perspective and practice. Yes, what is the meaning of evaluation, what are the types of evaluation. Yes, advantages, disadvantages of evaluation. Yes, all these are, with these we are going to study here. Then formulating appropriate questions for assessing readiness levels of learners. Yes, how to prepare the questions. Yes, the teacher has to prepare questions, how to prepare the questions, how to conduct the tests. Yes, all these we will study here. Then here the second part one is concept of inclusive education and understanding children with special needs. Yes, from this unit you will receive 5 questions. Yes, here we will study about addressing learners from diverse backgrounds, including disadvantaged and deprived. So here we will address different learners. Yes, we are going to study their background. Yes, we are also including disadvantaged children. Yes, deprived children. Yes, we will study about all these concepts. Then addressing the needs of children with learning difficulties. Yes, what are the learning difficulties? What are the factors influencing on the learning? Yes, what do you mean by impairment? Yes, all these concepts we will study here. Then addressing the talented, creative, specially able learners. Yes, here we will also study about talented children, creative children, specially able children. Yes, all these topics we will cover here. Then the third one is learning and pedagogy. Yes, from this section you will receive 10 questions. And here we are going to cover how children are going to think, how they are learning. Yes, there are various learning methods are there. Which methods are used by the teacher? Which methods are used by the students? Yes, all these we are going to study here, and how the children are going to learn, why the children are going to fail. Yes, how to achieve the success in school performance, especially in academic level. So all these we will study in this section. Then basic processes of teaching and learning. Yes, there is some process for teaching, and also there is some process for learning also. Yes, all these processes we will study here. Yes, from all the units we expect questions here. Yes, then children's strategies of learning. Yes, children's also they will use various strategies while learning. So all these learning strategies we need to focus. Then learning as a social activity. Yes, learning it is not a personal activity. Learning it is a social activity. We will study about this learning activity here. Then social context of learning. Then child has a problem solver. Yes, we and a scientific investigator. So problem solver means the students or the children they are going to solve their problems. Yes, they will try to find the solutions by their own study, by their own understanding. And also when the children are going to search solution for their problems, we can also call them, we can also say they are scientific investigator. Then there are also alternative conceptions of learning in children. Then while learning, students also make errors. Then here understanding children's errors has significant steps in the learning process. Yes, in the learning process, how the children are going to make errors. We will study in detail about all those errors. Then we study about cognition and emotions. Then motivation and learning. Yes, that there is a relationship between motivation and learning. Yes, all these we will cover here. Then factors contributing to learning. Yes, there are various personal factors are also there. Family condition, financial condition of the student. Yes, their parents behavior. So all these we will study here. And also there are some environmental behavior also. Yes, the all these we are going to cover here. Yes, then the second one is language 1. So from this language 1 we will receive 30 MCQs here. Yes, here sorry language yes, here the first section is language comprehension. This is for here you will get 15 questions totally. Language 1, from language 1 you will receive 30 MCQs. In that the first section is language comprehension. So here in this section you will get 50 questions, 15 questions. So here reading unseen passages, two passages one prose or drama, and one poem with questions on comprehension, inference, grammar, and verbal ability. Yes, prose passage may be literary, scientific, narrative, or discursive. So here the passage will be given, or prose will be given, drama will be given. So you have to study the given paragraph and or poem, and you have to answer the given questions. Yes, the second section is pedagogy of language development. This is also in language 1 only. So from this unit also you will receive 15 questions. So here learning and acquisition. Yes, how the learning is going to take place, how we are going to earn knowledge. Yes, then principle of learning language teaching. Yes, how what are the principles of language teaching? What are the principles the language teacher should have? So all will we have to study for central TET. Yes, CET the notification may release soon. Then role of listening and speaking. Yes, what are the role of listening in learning? What are the role of speaking in the learning? Function of language and how children use it as a tool. Yes, all this we are going to cover here. Then a critical perspective on the role of grammar in learning, a language for communicating ideas verbally and in a written form. Then challenges of teaching language in a diverse classroom, language difficulties, errors and disorders. Is all we are going to cover in this section. Then there are various language skills are there, how to learn the language in an effective way. Various skills will be available, so we'll study about all these skills. Then evaluating language comprehension and proficiency, speaking skills, listening skills, then reading and writing. Yes, all these proficiencies we must study here. Then we study about TLM, teaching learning materials such as textbook, multimedia materials, multilingual resource of the classroom. Yes, all these we need to cover in language 1. Then we'll also cover remedial teaching. So if you want to clear this central TET, you need to go through the entire syllabus here. Yes, then coming to the third one, that is language 2. Yes, from language 2 also you will get 30 MCQs. So here first part is comprehension. From comprehension part you will receive 15 MCQs. So two unseen prose passages, discursive or literacy or narrative with questions. So here also you will receive a paragraph, prose, poems, something. So you have to study it very clearly and you have to answer the given questions, and the questions will be given on comprehension, on grammar, on verbal ability. The questions will be given. Yes, then here the second part is pedagogy of language development. From this you will receive 15 questions. Total you are going to receive 30 questions in language 2. 15 questions are from part A, comprehension, and another 15 questions are from pedagogy of language development. Here the syllabus is divided into in this way. The first one is learning and acquisition. So how to learn the language, how to gain the knowledge. So principles of language teaching, role of listening and speaking, function of language, how children use it as a tool, the critical perspective on the role of grammar in learning, language for communicating ideas, challenges of teaching language in a diverse classroom, language difficulties, errors and disorders, then learning skills, evaluating learning comprehension and proficiency, such as speaking, listening, reading and writing, Then we'll study about TLM, teaching learning materials, such as textbook, multimedia materials, multilingual resource of the classroom, then remedial teaching. So now here the fourth section in paper 1 is, that is mathematics and science. So if you go through the mathematics, here you will receive 15 questions. So here you need to go through the geometry. You must study about the shapes, spatial understandings, solids around us. Then we need to have a clear idea about the addition and subtraction, division, weight, volume, patterns, then numbers, multiplication, measurement, time, data handling, money. So from all these small units you will receive MCQs. So then the second part is for 15 questions. This part A, content, is for 15 questions, and second one, pedagogical issues, this is for 15 questions. So here the syllabus, here the units are nature of mathematics. Yes, you will receive MCQs on the nature of the mathematics, logical thinking, and how you are going to understand the children's thinking level, and reasoning patterns. Yes, the number series, alphabetical series, coding, decoding. Yes, all these will study here. Then strategies of making meaning and learning. Then places of mathematics in curriculum. Then language of mathematics, community mathematics, valuation through formal and informal methods. Then problems of teaching. Yes, what are the problems faced by the teachers and also students while teaching the mathematics. Error analysis, related aspects of learning and teaching, diagnostic and remedial teaching. Yes, these are all we are going to cover here. Yes, then the here one more part is, fifth section is environmental studies. So from this section also you will receive 30 MCQs. So here part A is content. From this you will receive 15 questions, and part B is pedagogical issues. Here you will receive 15 questions. Yes, here in content you need to study about family and friends. Here you need to go through the relationships, work and play, animals, plants. Yes, all you need to study here. Then you will also study about food, shelter, then water, travel, then things we make and do. So you need to study all these units. Then in part B, that is pedagogical issues, here you will receive 15 questions. Here the first one is concept and scope of environmental science. Yes, what is the concept of EVS, what is the scope for EVS, then what are the significance of environmental studies, then what do you mean by integrated EVS, then environmental studies and environmental education. What is the difference between environmental study and environmental education? Then what are the learning principles, scope and relation to science and social science. This will cover here. Then approaches of presenting concepts. Yes, how we are going to present the concepts. What are the activities we are going to perform. Then experimentation and practical work. About practical work also will study in pedagogical issues. Then discussion. Yes, continuous and comprehensive evaluation, TLM, teaching learning material, then problems. Yes, all these topics we are going to cover here. Okay friends, now this is about paper 1 syllabus. So I told you in paper 1 there are 5 sections. This will be for 150 marks. The first section is child development and pedagogy. The second one is language 1. The third one is language 2, then mathematics and science, and the last one is environmental study. There are 5 sections in paper 1. From each section you are going to receive 30 multiple choice questions. So now let us have a look at the syllabus of paper 2. Yes, paper 2 is for 6 to 8. If you want to become a teacher for 6 to 8, so you need to clear paper 2. Yes, here also the syllabus is: first one is child development and pedagogy, second one is language 1, third one is language 2, the next one is mathematics and science, then social studies or social science. So if you are uh, from the science background, naturally you will select mathematical and science. If you are from arts background, then you will select social studies or social science. So there are only 4 sections in paper 2, but in paper 1 there are 5 sections. In paper 2 there are only 4 sections. So if you go through the syllabus, here first one is child development and pedagogy. It is same like paper 1. So just now I explained in detail for paper 1. The same is going to apply for paper 2 also. Child development and pedagogy, this syllabus is same for paper 1, same like paper 1. Concept of development, relationship with learning, then principles of development, influencing factors, socialization process, Piaget, Kohlberg and Vygotsky's theories, then concept of child-centered education and progressive education, then multi-dimensional intelligence, language and thought. These are the topics you need to study under child development and pedagogy. So this is part 1 here. Then in the same child development pedagogy, again you need to study about gender as a social construct, gender roles. Yes, already I have explained it, so I'm going just reading here. Gender bias, educational practices, then individual differences among the learners. Yes, then what are the understanding differences between teacher and students, and also on caste, gender, community, religions. Yes, various opinions we are going to collect here. Then we are going to study about the distinction between assessment for learning and assessment of learning. Then we'll study about school based assessment, then CCE, continuous and comprehensive evaluation, perspective and practice, then formulating appropriate questions for assessing readiness level of learners, for enhancing learning and critical thinking in the classroom, and for assessing learner achievements. Yes, these are the topics we need to cover in child development and pedagogy. Then here second part, second sub unit is concept of inclusive education and understanding children with special needs. From here you will get 5 questions. So here also same like paper 1, addressing learners from diverse backgrounds. And we should also study about disadvantaged children and deprived children. Then we study about addressing the needs of children with learning difficulties, impairment, etc. Then how to address the talented students, creative students, specially abled students. Yes, all these we are going to cover here. And the third part is learning and pedagogy, and from this part you will get 10 questions. How children think and learn, how and why children are going to fail in the examination. Yes, what is the school performance, what are the basic processes of teaching and learning. Children also uses strategies while learning, so we will study about children's strategies also. We will study about learning as a social activity, social context of learning, child as a problem solver or scientific investigator, then alternative conceptions of learning in children, understanding children's errors, cognition and emotions, motivation and learning, factors contributing to learning. So all these we are going to cover here. Then again when it comes to language 1, again it is same here. From language 1 you will get 30 MCQs. 15 questions will be on language comprehension and remaining 15 questions on pedagogy of language development. Yes, this I have explained you in paper 1. So I will go past. Learning and acquisition, principles of language teaching, role of listening and speaking, a critical perspective on the role of grammar in learning, challenges of teaching language in a diverse classroom, what are the language difficulties, what are the errors, disorders, what are the language skills, then evaluating language comprehension and proficiency such as speaking, listening, reading and writing skills. Then we'll study about TLM, teacher learning materials, textbook, multimedia materials, multilingual resource of the classroom, remedial teaching. Then here again from comprehension, yes, this is language 2. From language 2 you will get 30 MCQs. Here also from comprehension you will get 15 questions, and from pedagogy of language development again you will receive 15 questions. So language 3 is also for 30 marks. Then here and fourth part is divided into two sections. The first one is mathematics and science. We will receive 30 MCQs, and second one is social science or social studies. Yes, here also you will receive 60, you will receive 60 MCQs. Yes, here from mathematics 30 MCQs and from science 30 MCQs. So if you go through the syllabus of mathematics, here you will study about one is content. From content you are going to get 20 questions, and pedagogical issues you will get 10 questions. So in content you need to study about number system, knowing our numbers, playing with numbers, whole numbers, fractions. Yes, what are the negative numbers and what do you mean by integers? Then algebra, introduction to algebra. Then we'll study about ratio and proportion and geometry. Then we study about basic geometrical ideas. Then understanding elementary shapes 2D, 3D. Then we study about symmetry. Then we'll also study about construction using straight edge scale, protractor, compasses, mensuration, and how to handle the data. Yes, these are all we are going to cover in the section mathematics, in the unit mathematics. So here from content you will get 20 MCQs, and from pedagogical issues you will get 10 MCQs. So in here nature of mathematics and logical thinking, on this you will get questions. You will also get questions on place of mathematics in curriculum, community mathematics, evaluation, remedial teaching, problem of teaching. Yes, on all these units you will receive questions here. Then when it comes to science, here from science you will receive 30 MCQs. Yes, here also from part A content, on content you will receive 20 multiple choice questions which includes food, sources of food, components of food, then how to clean the food. Then you may receive MCQs on materials which are using in our daily life. Then the word of the living, then moving things, people and ideas, then how things work, and we study about electric current and circuits, and also we are going to study about natural phenomena. We study about magnets, natural resources. Yes, this is the syllabus for science. And also you will receive 10 MCQs on pedagogical issues. Yes, here you will get MCQs on nature of science, structure of science. Yes, natural science, what are the aims and objectives of this science. Then what are the various approaches or integrated approaches are there in science. And you will study about observation method, experiment, discovery methods of science. Then you will study about innovation, text materials or aids, teaching aids, Then we study about evaluation. Then we study about problems faced by the teacher and students while understanding the mathematics. Then we'll also go through the remedial teaching. So now let us see the syllabus of social studies or social science. Here you will receive 60 multiple choice questions. So here you will get MCQs on history. So on history you will get MCQs on when, means years, where, place, how. Then the earliest societies. Will also receive MCQs on the first farmers and herders. You will get MCQs on the first cities, early states, yes, new ideas, the first empire, yes, contacts with distant and contacts with distant lands. Then we get MCQs on political developments, yes, culture, science, the new kings and kingdoms, sultans of Delhi, then Indian architecture, social change, creation of non-empire, then the establishment of company power, regional cultures, rural life and society. Yes, you will get MCQs on all these topics. Then colonialism, tribal societies, the revolt of 1857 and 58, women and reform, challenging the caste system, the nationalist movement, India after independence. Yes, these topics come under history unit. Then the second one is geography. This is very important for all the competitive examinations also. This here you will get questions on geography as a social study and science. You will get MCQs on planet. You will also receive MCQs on Earth in the solar system, globe, environment and its totality. It includes natural environment and human environment. You will get MCQs on air, water, human environment, settlement, transportation, communication. Then you will also receive MCQs on natural resources and human resources. Yes, you will receive MCQs on agriculture. Yes, the next section is social and political life. So here you need to study about diversity, the present government, local government, making a living. Yes, you need to have knowledge about democracy. Since you need to go through the state government, understanding the media, unpacking gender, the constitution. Yes, many questions you will receive on the Indian constitution, parliamentary form of the government, the judiciary, social justice. Yes, all these topics are very important here. Then you'll receive MCQs on pedagogical issues. Here, concepts and nature of social science or social studies. Then, which are the classroom processes? Yes, what are the classroom activities the teacher has to perform in teaching of social studies? Developing critical thinking, inquiry or empirical evidence. Then problems of teaching social science. Yes, what are the problems faced by the teacher and students while teaching the social science? Then sources, primary and secondary, project work, evaluation. Yes, all these topics we need to cover here. Okay friends, this is about examination pattern and syllabus of paper 1 and paper 2 for your upcoming central teacher eligibility test. And friends, from tomorrow we are around 7 p.m. we are going to start a crash course here. So in this crash course you will be so we are going to give live lectures at 7 p.m. So in here we will discuss the theory of all, theory plus MCQs. Yes, so this crash course is very helpful for you. So for some minutes we will discuss theory and immediately we will move to the MCQs. So this is the new pattern we are going to try here. So let us try and see. So let us discuss both theory and MCQ. So we want I think this is very helpful for you, so you can join from tomorrow on YouTube. So and friends, if you are preparing for Central Teacher Eligibility Test 2022, so the Global Online Sparda Pariksha has come up with complete course. So in this complete course, for paper 1 you will get complete theory lectures, complete MCQs lectures, mock tests, plus complete syllabus notes only at rupees 2000. And if you are preparing for paper 2, also will receive the same material, complete theory lectures, complete MCQs lectures, mock test you will receive, then complete syllabus notes. Course fees is 2000 rupees. So you can contact this number. And if you join for both paper 1 and paper 2, here also complete theory lectures are available, complete MCQs lectures are available, mock tests are available, complete syllabus notes is available only at rupees 3000. So for this you can contact the number, you can just send a WhatsApp message, you can download global online app. So here the number is, contact number is 8179138413. Yes, I wish all the best to all. Then from tomorrow we'll start our classes at 7 p.m. every day. So I believe all will present. So this in this class we are going to try with theory plus MCQ. So for few minutes let us discuss theory, and also remaining we'll discuss MCQs. So half an hour you can go through the theory and half an hour you can discuss the MCQs here. So in this way we are going to try it. So I believe all will cooperate us. Yes, I wish all the best to all. Thank you.